Welcome to episode number 240 of Some Shit We Like. This here is Rick. This
Rick.
here is Bryce. This not here is Mike. And this is Some Shit We Like.
And welcome. We already said welcome. What am I talking about? So it's just me and Bryce today for this week's episode of the show. We were kind of out last week due to technical difficulties.
Yeah. We weren't out. We actually did a show. I mean...
A secret show. Not really secret.
I mean, it wasn't a secret. We live streamed it and it was fine, but we came to find out that the audio really sucked. So there was no audio version of the podcast last week, and we only put up videos of what Rick here was able to salvage. So
yeah. So if you want to check that out, go to youtube.com/user/someshitwelike.
Yeah.
Or just search Some Shit We Like. SSWL Network, we're all over YouTube.
So if anybody is watching this wondering like, hey, I didn't get an episode 239 via audio, there was no audio, but we did 239. We called the clips 239, so this is 240.
Yeah. I managed to cut out some clips that were usable. So we have Mike talking about Ready Player One, and we also, me and Bryce, we reviewed Annabelle Creation, and we talked a little bit about it.
Yeah.
4-minute preview. So if you want to go check that out. If you subscribe there, what we usually do is cut up the show into pieces and post them up Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with the full show on Friday. But the full audio episode goes up on Tuesday.
Except for last week.
But
yeah. Mike talking about Ready Player One, I just to catch up in the chat, that wasn't really the real Ernest Cline.
No, it wasn't.
Disappointing.
Yeah, we thought Ernest Cline actually liked one of our tweets. Yeah. But it turned out to be just a fan page. Also, if you are watching right now, our chat for some reason is not working. So
we can't see what you're saying.
You can't see what you're saying. But feel free to comment on YouTube.
So with that said, as one of Rick's favorite YouTubers says, let's just jump into it. Hi, Phil.
Yeah. All right, let's just jump right into it.
Actually, before we jump right into it,
okay.
Something I know isn't on the docket, but I haven't really talked about it with you. The Defenders started this week. Are you excited and are you planning on watching it?
I am planning on watching it.
Like soon, not like months from now? I know how you are.
That I don't know, but I do want to jump into it for sure.
Yeah.
The thing is, I haven't finished Luke Cage and I didn't even start Iron Fist.
I actually I don't know why. Maybe it's because I watched Jessica Jones, and so maybe there's something about that that's intriguing me to want to just like jump into this. But I think I'm just gonna watch this without having watched the other ones I haven't seen.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
From what I've read, I don't think it matters that much.
No, I think there's its connection to some stuff that happened in Daredevil, and in Iron Fist. But again, I haven't watched them, so I don't know. But I bet it'll be user-friendly as far as, or viewer-friendly, I should say, as far as what they're going to be doing and talking about.
I think I just want to give it a try. I don't know why. I'm curious. So maybe by this time next week, I will have watched some, if not most of it. I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Been busy.
Just realized I have us on screen right now.
Wow, people don't need to be watching us while watching us.
I know.
So that's cool. Anyways, I guess that was it. I was curious about that with you. If that was something you were...
I think I'm just going to just jump into it.
I think you should, man. I think it's going to be too overwhelming for you to be like, but I still have to watch this and watch that before I jump into it.
It's not that I don't want to. It's just it's just so much to watch.
Yeah.
Why must you do this, Netflix?
But maybe you'll have the reverse effect where you'll watch The Defenders and maybe that'll inspire you to want to watch what came before it.
That's true. That could happen too.
No, keep doing it, Netflix. I like having a lot of stuff to watch, but that feels, if you didn't jump on that from the beginning, that feels kind of overwhelming, you know? It's like, fuck, I have to watch Luke Cage, I have to watch all the other shit, so.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. 2 seasons of Daredevil and Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
So. And like 4 episodes.
I mean, I've only watched
You've only watched Jessica Jones.
So. Why? You watched 4 episodes of
Luke Cage. 4 or 5. I don't remember where I left off. It was good for what I watched with Luke Cage.
You have to break that habit, man. You just get in such a habit of like.
And then I'm getting into this too. I watched like almost half the season of The Kiefer Sutherland. What did I call it?
20.
No. The newest one, Designated Survivor.
What is
I binged a lot of that.
What is? Oh, yeah.
That's where he's like every time when Congress has their like meeting with all the important people, you know, if in case anything happens there, you have that one survivor, so the government will continue. And that show is just so good. It's like a mix of like 24 and I don't know, but more about the government rather than counterterrorism, you know. And I couldn't stop watching. I just kept going and going. And
Well,
then
what
I
is
stopped.
what is that on? Not to interrupt.
Channel 7 or ABC.
And then what? The first season was on Netflix.
It's on
Mm. Okay.
Hulu. And ABC Go.
You're right. Their website, whatever.
Yeah.
So you stopped.
So we kind of stopped. Then I also started watching something else called The Turn, which has to do with the Culper Ring and during the independence the independent revolution, independence from the British.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of stopped watching that too. I'm so bad.
I don't
always
understand
do that.
You have I was gonna say, dude. I mean, you could do what you want, but I was gonna be like, you have no business starting anything new until you finish some of these other shows that you've like started and you don't come back to.
It's like I'm just dipping my toes in.
I don't understand why you do that. It's crazy, especially because like you like TV. This network used to have a regular television podcast, and you're a big fan of TV, so it's surprising because I don't think it has anything to do with you not being engaged in the show, but that's what's weird about it. You'd think that its hooks would get hooked into you, and you'd want to finish.
Designated Survivor definitely got the hooks on me because I'm still want to know what's going to happen.
Okay. You better not pull this shit with like Stranger Things season 2.
Oh hell no! That's like the number one thing.
Okay.
That I'm looking forward to, the Stranger Things.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
There's so much stuff. People who don't know, who've been watching for a while, like Rick has heard me say this so much from off there, but I'm just saying it now. Rick is a huge Veronica Mars guy. Like, loves Rob Thomas, loves, the guy behind the show, but anyways, like, loves Veronica Mars, got me watching it, got me hooked into it. He's got a new show, or sort of new now. It's in its 3rd season that just finished. It's all on Netflix. I watch it because of Veronica Mars, so in turn, I almost pretty much watch it because of Rick. That's another one. He watched the first season and the first few episodes of season 2, and he stopped. And like the show is so you, like it's you, and it's something you should be watching. And it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand your viewing habits right now, man. It's nuts.
They're a little weird right now.
They're super weird, especially with all the Veronica Mars cameos. Like that show is campy and funny, and it's everything. It's everything I feel like you liked about Veronica Mars is in that show, and it just keeps getting better. Because you loved the first season. I remember when it ended, you're just like, oh my god, you didn't expect that. And then you were almost there. Like you were a few weeks behind.
2 episodes or 4 episodes.
Yeah, you were only a few weeks behind to season 2. I'm like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna get caught up. You didn't. But it's all on Netflix. You have so much time before season 4.
I still gotta finish Arrow or catch up on Arrow.
That's the other one that shocks me. Because that was the other show. It's like you were almost having like Arrow night, Arrow party to yourself.
And like a lot of people were talking about how great this season of Arrow was, which honestly I kind of felt the opposite of.
I felt like I heard people, I thought people were saying that, but that it got better later on. So maybe
that could be what it is.
Maybe that's what did it. Sometimes the most important thing about anything is like you could have a shitty start, but if you have a strong finish, it might change your whole opinion on what you just watched. You know what I mean?
Yeah. My problem with the show is like they keep bringing back people that you think are dead and are not dead, and that kind of
what it doesn't make sense.
It's kind of like not that it doesn't make sense. It just kind of loses the death factor. Like, okay, well, if someone dies, they're
that's never fun. Like,
and they're starting in fucking Flash, and that kind of starting to irritate me.
But yeah, it could be one of those things where maybe it finishes strong, and maybe that changes your outlook.
Perhaps.
Mike, who's normally on the show, we're wrestling fans, and like one thing that has always been said sometimes is you could be watching an episode of Raw every week, and maybe the whole show sucks or is kind of okay, but it has a really good main event, and all of a sudden you end the night like, oh, that wasn't a bad episode. So it could be the same thing with the season of Arrow. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I gotta finish it. I don't know how and when. But
you might just need to Monday's gonna be
lock
Arrow night.
myself in a
Tuesday's
room.
gonna be iZombie night. Wednesday's gonna be more Arrow night. Like I don't know, whatever you have to get caught up on. Make yourself. In fact, like it's Ron Gilbert, the creator of Monkey Island and Thimbleweed Park. We've talked about on the show before. I don't remember I don't know all the details, so some of the details might be wrong, so don't hurt me. But it's either like he doesn't have TV, like doesn't have, he's cut the cord or whatever and doesn't have it. I don't know. Or this is just how he chooses to watch stuff. But basically, he doesn't watch TV in a regular way. Like, he'll watch something like The Walking Dead, for example, but he'll only watch it on Saturday. This is just totally me guessing, but this is how he does it. This is an example. Watch it on a Saturday at 8 p.m., one episode. Won't watch it again until the next Saturday. Basically, he limits himself. Even though he could watch multiple episodes at once, he doesn't binge. And so maybe you have to do something similar for yourself. Maybe not that model of only watching one episode.
I think that is a good idea. But for someone like myself who likes a lot of TV, I think I might have to do the same thing, but maybe with a few more episodes.
No, right. That's what I'm saying. I think
I'm only going to watch 3 episodes this week. Next week I'll watch another 3.
I think your problem... Sorry, there's something like that. I don't think your problem is you need to limit how many episodes you watch because you're already doing that by not watching anything. I think you just need to be like, on Wednesday, I'm going to watch Arrow. Yeah. That's where I'm going to get caught up on Arrow. Thursday, I'm going to get caught up on iZombie. Friday, I'm going to get caught up, or whatever day, I'm going to get caught up on the Marvel Netflix stuff. But I just think that's interesting. I mean, good for Ron Gilbert. Like, that's some willpower. If I'm watching something and I know I have the whole thing there, he stops himself and right there and then won't, he basically sets up his own TV schedule essentially.
Yeah.
It's interesting. It's an interesting thought. But anyways, we can get into the show proper now.
Get into the show. So the first thing on the show.
Okay, so Movie Pass. Neither one of us use this, as far as I know. This is something that Ryan O'Leary, who's been on the show many times, uses or has used. I don't think
he's had it for a while.
He quit, and then now he went back to it because of this. And then Dan Herman, they both use it. But yeah, basically this week they announced that they were dropping their monthly rate from whatever it was. It was definitely way more than
30
this.
or something.
Yeah, something like that. The article says what it was at the beginning. It was like $45 at one point. I don't think that's where.
Yeah, it was at that one point.
Yeah, it says it's high at $45 a month at a time. Basically, you could pay $9.95 a month and see as many movies as you want. As many movies as you want. Well, you could see at least one movie a day. That's what it was in a month. So essentially,
30 movies.
30 to 31 movies.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
That's really crazy.
That is really crazy. And I think it's cool. On the surface, I think it's cool. However, I've always thought whenever I've had this service explained to me that it feels a little convoluted. I mean, you have to be, I think if you, I read it actually earlier, this article didn't explain it, but I read that if you use the app, if you do it all electronically, you have to be within a certain range of the theater before you can even buy the ticket. And I don't know. And then I think it gets weird with if you want to reserve a seat and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the whole process of it. But it is a good deal.
It's a good deal. I kind of see this as that's for someone like myself who goes to the movies a lot or, after work when I don't want to drive in traffic.
Yeah.
I could see this being useful for me. Because if there's something I'm on, there's, let's say, 3 movies I'm on the fence about, now I can just go see them and not have to worry about it.
That's true.
But unlike movies where I know I want to go see and I know I'm going to want to buy advance tickets, you can't do that with this. And that's kind of the drawback, in my opinion, to why I don't buy this. Because lately I kind of feel like that's kind of how I'm going to the movies now. I'm only going if I know I want to see this right away. But I mean, last night I did go see last night I did go see a movie. Was it last night?
Yes.
It was last night. And I could have used it, So I don't know. It's also, I've been hearing it's glitchy, their website, and their website has been down too because everyone's been trying to get this. So
I I just don't. I don't know. Like I said, there's no denying that it's a good deal, but I guess I don't feel. I feel like I'd have restrictions. You know what I mean? Because like you have to see if the theaters are participating. I don't like that. You know, if I were to use the app instead of the little credit card thing that they send me, that I'd have to be within range of the theater. I don't like the whole
limitations.
Yeah, I don't like the limitations. I don't like the whole thought of, you know, selecting my seat might be a little weird because I can't necessarily do it so far in advance or whatever the rules are. With that said, speaking of theaters participating, AMC is now a little angry about this price drop, and they've been a partner with this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I kind of side with AMC on this, if I'm going to be honest. Because it's hard for me not to see their point. You know, like, yes, movie prices are probably way too expensive. More expensive than they should be. At least compared to what they were. And I guess I'm saying that solely as somebody who just goes to the movies. I guess I can't speak from the business side of it. You know, for all I know, maybe those prices are the way they are because it does have something to do with, like, the cost of what it takes to put out the movie. Maybe things have changed, you know what I mean? Who knows? But it's hard to argue with them where they're saying if anybody goes and sees more than one movie, I guess essentially if you see more than one movie a month, to them they feel like they're losing money. And I kind of, you can't really disagree with them.
It's true.
Now the people...
But to be honest, I mean, they really make a lot of their money in concession stands.
Sure.
Because, I mean, look how overpriced the concession, like buying popcorn or soda or candy or anything.
But you can make the same argument that some people don't buy stuff at the concession stands because of the prices.
That's true.
So, I mean, you could...
That's true. Yeah, growing up, my parents would rarely ever buy anything from the concession stand. We would actually be the people who brought in our stuff because it was so expensive.
Of course.
And that's why now when I go to the movies, I love buying stuff from the concession stand because I didn't get to do it. Yeah. It's like, give me that fucking popcorn icy and I'm upset.
So I don't know, like I just sort of, I was kind of not hoping, because I'm glad you sort of seem like you agree with me on this, but in some
I can
ways,
see that. I can totally see that.
In some ways, I was kind of thinking maybe, you know, we would debate this. I know if Ryan was here, he would probably have this whole thing because he supports it, but it's just like, I don't like the restriction of it. For someone like Ryan, it's great. Ryan sees so many movies. You see probably more movies than I do too, although lately I think you're developing my movie habits where it's just kind of like something, we go to the movies, you and I especially, because we tend to want to see the same things, especially as far as the bigger movies go. There's some artsy movies that you like to see that aren't necessarily on my radar. It doesn't mean I won't see them, but, you know, sometimes you see stuff like what you saw yesterday, which I actually don't even think I'd heard of before.
You gotta go see that movie.
And I would. Off your recommendation, I would. But yeah, we're like, this is coming out on this day. We have to go see it no matter what, you know, and that's when we go to see the movie. But for someone that sees a movie a lot, I could obviously, $9.95.
Fucking, that's a steal.
You see more than one movie a month, and that pays it.
2 movies, and that's it.
It already pays for itself pretty much. But I've had months recently where I haven't been in the movies. Quite a few this year, actually. So I mean, I don't know if this would totally pay off for me, you know. And then it just gets dicey because it's only for yourself. So I mean, you know, like, people who have wives and girlfriends and children, like, they'd all have to have this too, basically. So, like, I don't know.
Unless they come up with the whole family.
Yeah, if they come up with something like that, and maybe they have that and I'm just not aware of it. But talking about this alone, $9.95, no doubt that it's a great deal. But, again, I could see where AMC is coming from with this. I think the person...
I can see it too.
Their response from the company was like, oh, AMC is just... They were trying to say this is kind of like how Blockbuster reacted to Netflix, and I'm like, I mean, that's definitely okay. I mean, I see that. I definitely see that. Like, it's kind of hard to fight back from that, but it's hard not to. I guess the difference with that is we were kind of moving towards this whole digital thing. You know what I mean? This isn't really changing how we go to the movies.
Oh.
You're still actually going to the movies the same way. So it does honestly just feel like you're ripping business away from a movie theater. So, I mean, I don't know.
I'm also trying to see how, like, the studios and companies get their cut from all this.
Yeah, I don't understand how it's okay.
Cheap. Like, how?
This is one of those things where you look at it and you're just kind of like, okay, so what's the catch? Because
Yeah.
it feels like there's, you know what I mean?
I feel like there's some.
It feels too good to be true. And
Well, according to what Ryan told me, he said that they are going to take, like, whatever movies you go see, like, they are taking your data.
oh yeah, and that right then makes me not want to do it.
Yeah.
I don't want someone. They don't need to see my viewing habits and all the other stuff. So yeah, that is what this
Netflix
is
already
about.
knows my viewing habits.
Right. that is what this is about. But yeah, it's just, and the whole process for me is what keeps me out of it. Maybe it's okay, but like I said, I'm spoiled now. I like reserved seating. I like picking out my seat, and it's not that you can't do it, but you can't do it really that far in advance. Like, it doesn't allow you to do that. So I don't know.
Yeah, when The Last Jedi comes out, like...
Yeah. And so...
go to the theater to do
right.
it.
And someone's going to say, like, oh, well, I just won't use this for that movie. And I guess that's fine. I guess you're not losing money if you saw 3 other movies, then, this still pays for itself. But it's interesting, to say the least. I still think it's not for me. And, yeah, I kind of side with AMC on this. And I am a supporter of AMC because I am part of the Stubs program. And
you still get your Stubs points even when you
right,
use this.
I've heard that, and that's cool too. But yeah, I don't know.
It's like you're stealing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel right about it.
But yeah, I'm on the fence too. I want to still read more of the fine print before I kind of pull a trigger on this, or if I would pull a trigger on this.
I could tell you, I don't think I would pull the trigger.
But for now, I think I kind of want to wait and see as far as what the results turn out to be.
For someone that doesn't, like, for people that don't care so much about reserved seating, or when they see stuff and they see enough movies to where this makes sense, then sure, go for it.
Yeah.
But right now, it's not for me. And then, yeah, like I said, it might not be the popular opinion, but I'm kind of siding with the big corporation on this a little bit. It's hard not to. It's hard not to not see their side. So that's all I have to say.
Feels kind of dirty when you're on the side of the corporation.
I mean, yeah, but I can't really argue with them.
No, that's true. Yeah.
It's kind of the same deal. Not to bring up with the whole file sharing thing back in the Napster and all that stuff. If you really break it down, it's kind of hard not to argue with that. You know what I mean? It's like, I get that what it was good for. And I understand that, like,
definitely just changed the way we
there's the whole
music.
theory, or not theory, but I mean, I guess, supposedly, like, they say bands don't really make that much money off album sales or whatever.
Not
but still,
digital,
but still, just in general, it's just like, yeah, it's hard to argue with, like, well, wait, instead of going out and physically buying this, you're just getting it for free off the it's always hard. Like, I have a hard time not seeing the other side of it. You know what I mean? So, anyways, enough of that. If we didn't mention this already, though, we have a brand new microphone.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
So the other mic, it's the same mic as far as it's the Blue Yeti, but the other mic was slowly dying and had to be positioned in a certain way to even work, and that's why we didn't have an audio show last week, because the sound was so bad because of that microphone. And we pulled the trigger on it today because Rick forgot a cable for that microphone, so we wouldn't be able to use that mic here in Studio A today.
Yeah.
And so we're just like, you know what? We're heading down the road of having to get a new mic anyways, so maybe we should just pull the trigger and get one instead of spending money on another cable. Or, what were you going to do? Drive back and go get it? It made no sense. So it's just like, why are we holding off the inevitable? Let's just get a mic. So we have a new mic. And it's pretty because it's different color. It's blue. It's midnight blue.
I think he might be dicking right now. So
no one's gonna understand that. Ryan is dicking.
Yeah. All right. So next. Jump into it.
Did he respond or
he
no?
didn't respond. I'll just wait.
We'll just see what happens. So, anyways, new microphone. So we probably sound even sexier than we normally do if you think that it's fine. But so we're happy about that. With that said, even though we had that technical issue, we still spent a solid 45 minutes trying to figure out the best place to position the mic, because now this mic, because it's new, picks up fucking everything.
Yeah. So there's a contest going on, a Universal short film contest.
Universe short film.
Universe.
Sandberg got his start. David F. Sandberg is the director of Annabelle Creation. He got his start making Lights Out, that short film. I'm reading this article and I'm kind of paraphrasing it too. So He and Warner Brothers decided to create a similar
That's what I was
opportunity
trying to
for
say.
up-and-coming filmmakers to get their names out there by holding a short film contest for stories that would fit well into the world of the Conjuring films. That's very cool. I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I had no idea about this either. So I found this interesting. It's pretty cool.
This is the United States winner.
Yeah, this is the U.S. winner. So we thought we might as well watch. Well, I originally wanted to just watch and review it, but it's only 2 minutes, so we're gonna watch this together.
We'll watch it
Thus,
together. We'll
right
react
now.
to it live. It's from director Julian Terry, and it's called The Nurse.
So let's watch it.
Headphones.
Nurse?
Should I push this up a little bit?
No, that's fine.
It's kind of glary.
God, that's so scary. My babe.
Did you see the hallway? Did you
Yeah.
see the figure walk by the window?
No, I didn't.
Ah, Rick. She's blind or something's up with her eyes?
Something's up with their eyes. Yeah.
Hi, Emily. Did you press your call button? Is my mom here yet? No, not yet. Good news, though. I think you're ready to take the bandages off.
I wish you could have gotten a better, like, the way the thing was tilted, I didn't get a better look at the face, but,
Yeah.
uh,
So that's pretty good.
I mean, yeah, it's well done,
Oh,
and
it's
well
very
made. It felt a little too similar to me to the Lights Out thing, though.
Oh yeah.
Well, because the whole punchline of it is seeing the scary face. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? If you think about it, like Lights Out is creepy, but like the thing that makes it scary is when you look over and you see, I forget the name of the actual thing in Lights Out, but that would be my only knock on it, is it felt a little too samey to me.
Yeah.
Kind of the same sort of pattern, you know?
Oh, I see where you see it.
Well, no, just like the whole buildup is like she's kind of creeped out, something's going on, and then the ending of it ends with you. I mean, of course, there's got to be some type of scare, but like the point of the scare was you're seeing the nurse, and the nurse is really fucking some creepy demon thing. Think about the Lights Out short.
Yeah.
Here's sounds, you kind of see something walking around in the background, you come back, and then the thing ends with all of a sudden you just see the face.
Yeah.
That's how this one was. But no, it's still awesome. I mean, clearly.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
really
it's the
well done.
anticipation of taking the whole
Of course.
thing
Yeah,
off.
no,
with
no,
the-
you're right.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they're the winners for that. I had no idea.
Scroll down though. United States winner. Is there gonna be?
Yeah. So
Wow, that was completed in less than 4 days. Interesting.
yeah, one of the things about this was that there was controversy surrounding it because of some of the rules in it, and one of the rules was that right here it says Warner Brothers could purchase the option to adapt the story or the short into a feature for $50. And if they choose to exercise the option, they'll only pay the winner $50, and that's it.
$50.
Yeah, and they'll take their property and make it to whatever they want. So, so that was kind of the controversy around it. But in this article, they talked to the winner of the story, And it says the guy who won, Terry, the winner of the contest, responding to someone on Twitter who complained about the contest being designed to screw over, the filmmaker said, "Ha, speak for yourself. I just got hit up by 3 managers this morning. Has been insane." So obviously he's excited because, I mean,
Right.
he has 3 potential, I guess I take this off, 3 potential managers right now that are after him to make more. So I guess it's kind of on the fence with like the whole exposure versus getting paid, you know?
Yeah.
But for something like this, I mean, I guess the winner
I mean, obviously
would benefit. You're still going to win no matter what. And not
You're
only
going to
that,
get a ton of attention, so
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
obviously it happened. So
Yeah.
like this nurse thing could be something for the Conjuring universe.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I think it
But
has
at the
potential.
same time, it just brings attention to the guy.
Right. Scroll up again. What's the guy's name was Julian? I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah,
Julian
Julian
Terry.
Terry.
There's- Really well done. I don't want people to get what I'm saying wrong. I just, do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I
the
like what you
delivery was different, but
Yeah.
the idea was still the same. It ended with us seeing this creepy nurse's face,
Yeah.
and it just like, it almost was like note for note how the lights out short was. So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was only 2 minutes. So
Right.
I mean, perhaps one of the binding things was, keep it under 2 minutes, perhaps, or
It's not
3
so much
minutes.
the length; it felt the same.
It just felt too much of the same.
Think about.
thing.
I feel like if we watch the lights out thing right now, you get what I mean.
I get what you mean.
Yeah,
I definitely get what
we've
you
just
mean.
done a different way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But still cool. I mean, it's definitely a very interesting concept
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I'm glad you showed
I liked
to
it.
me. Yeah, I definitely liked it. It sounds like I didn't, but I did
Yeah.
like it.
Hope we get to hear that name again.
I want to watch it again. I think maybe after the
Yeah.
show when we're not looking at so much glare. So very cool. I hadn't heard about that at all.
All right.
Talked about Movie Pass already.
Oh, the new Sandler movie.
Is this okay? Is this a made for Netflix movie?
No.
This is actually like a legit Sandler movie. Not. That
Oh,
that's
this was
on
the
it.
thing that
Oh, okay.
I had up. Okay. So yeah, Adam Sandler. Oh, it is Netflix. Okay. Well, the thing about this movie is it's been actually getting a lot of praise in the film screenings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So this one, people have been praising it. So I just thought we might watch it. I also thought Mike would be on the show because I know Mike loves Adam Sandler too. So let's check out this trailer.
I mean, we kind of knew Mike wasn't going to be on the show, but anyways,
Oh, it helped if I hit play.
probably.
You remember that song I wrote about that guy who worked at your studio who you never remembered his name? His name was Myron.
Oh, no,
But you
Obama.
called him Myron.
What is he
3
from?
times you called him Myron.
The
Till you heard the other guy
You're just
say
familiar
it
with
with
the
a
name.
B. Myron.
You're just familiar with the name.
The Descendants.
Oh, that is.
What does
And,
it matter if you look him in the eye? Say it with confidence and look him in the eye.
Jeez, they have so many. I mean, no wonder why this is getting attention. And in select theaters,
and in
interesting. October 13th. Huh?
Okay. That's interesting. They gave us a little bit.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Give us very little.
I'm intrigued.
But I'm interested,
And if
yeah.
that's so, what is it? That's played at like festivals somewhere, or like people
Yeah, it's
who
been
have
playing
seen
at
it? Okay.
festivals apparently, and it's been getting a lot of hype. So
I mean, it's probably one of the more serious, I guess, of the. Well, at least what seems. I'm not saying that seems like a serious movie, but I mean, it seems some of the other Sandler stuff that's come out on Netflix, you can kind of watch the trailers for and just be like, this is just going to be fucking terrible. Where that actually looks like it has the potential to be pretty good so far from what we've seen. You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, Francis Ha, While We Were Young. Squid and the Whale. That was the one I was thinking about. Yeah, I don't think it did The Descendants. I'm thinking of someone else.
But yeah, do you get what I mean? I think they're one of the other Netflix movies that I don't remember. I was with you and Michael, not Mike from the show, other friend of ours, we turned on something and we only had it on for like less than 5 minutes because we're just like, this is so bad. I don't think I could keep watching it, you know? So.
Oh, that was.
I don't remember what it was. It was one of the first ones.
It was
one of the first ones.
I think it was like a mockery of Seven Samurais or something like that.
Yeah, it could have been, but it was just really terrible, and we just couldn't even give it a chance. And that's sad because I like Adam Sandler, so that is,
This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess like Noah Baumbach, he's a good director. His writing is good as well too. I like Squid and the Whale a lot.
So is this like? Here's the thing, though. I guess
really like Greenberg.
Am I confusing? This is something that Sandler's just starring in. Then
he's starring in
this probably isn't his Netflix deal.
No, this is
Okay, so that's why it's
probably
different, totally different tone.
So hopefully this is a gem for him.
Yeah, interesting. I'm curious. I mean, I need to see more, but I mean, I'm definitely intrigued. And there's a shit ton of people involved.
So that's it. Oh no.
There's one more thing that I added, but I don't know. Is there any? I feel bad. We haven't talked about whenever Mike hasn't been here. We haven't really talked about video games, and that's. I mean, I don't know. We're both enjoying our Switches. I haven't played actually for a little bit though.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to play a little of.
Oh yeah,
the Long Dark.
The Long Dark. We tried to do an episode, and that game's got potential. I do want to do that again.
Yeah.
Like us streaming, I think that would be fun, or we could like try playing it off the air too. But I think that would be fun to do. But you're still enjoying your Switch, obviously.
Yeah, still playing.
Still haven't found
still
a village
haven't
in
found a
Zelda, which
village.
is so weird. I don't get how you're playing that game, but
yeah,
there's a game there more than just running around the world, right? I honestly haven't. I've just been busy, so I haven't played my Switch for a while now, actually. But yeah, otherwise, there's some games coming out that I'm looking for, like The Lost Legacy, Uncharted, comes out next week, and I probably grabbed that because I
can't believe how fast I snuck up.
I mean, you got to remember it's technically
Well, yeah, it's not a full
expandable
game.
content. You know what I mean? But you know, it's priced at $40, so like it's enough there to where it's like, oh no, this can kind of stand on its own. So it's Uncharted, so of course I'm looking forward to it. And I've got like a shit ton of GameStop credit, so basically I'll get it, you know, for free. So I'll probably pick that up. I don't know if I'll have a chance to play it before the next time we record, but who knows, maybe. And then I know Mike is looking forward to Everybody's Golf, you too.
Yeah.
I'll probably grab that too. Maybe. I mean, I most likely will probably grab it because I mean, I do like fun golf games. But that comes out on the 29th, I believe. Yeah. So
Alright.
I don't really have much to say with video games because I just haven't been playing much. But I do want to play more of The Long Dark. Oops. And hopefully soon you and I will live stream The Long Dark again.
Oh, yeah, we definitely, we will.
Yeah. But with that
With
said,
our new mic.
yeah, with our new microphone. But with that said, there is another story in here that we added. I don't know if you're trying to avoid it, but you clicked
Maybe
it
a
out.
little bit.
No,
Let's do it.
I saw this just before we went on, or I saw it this morning. But basically, you know, we've been talking about it. Rick is super excited about it. Stephen King's It. It's coming out soon, September 8th. And apparently there's a tie-in game, a tie-in web game for it. And I think we're going to play it right now.
Oh, it's video.
Well, no, you can click here. We can actually play the game if you click there. But hold on, before we do that, so basically, I don't know if the game is called Enter the Sewer, but basically the game is set in Pennywise's home, and you're in the sewers, and you're playing as Georgie's paper hat boat, and you try to avoid a variety of obstacles, including Pennywise himself. So I think we should let's just go for it, dude.
All right, let's do this.
So we're gonna play this. This is our video game corner.
Use the mouse or?
So arrow keys and mouse. Do you want me to be the arrow keys?
Okay.
Can we do it? Okay. And then avoid obstacles and Pennywise. Click any key to start. Let's do it. Are you supposed to click them? Or I do it. No, it's all keyboard. It's all keyboard. I can see how this basically, I basically can try it again. So no mouse. Except to hit play again. Oh my god, did you see him? He's right there. He just ran right into Pennywise. It's gonna ruin your dreams, Rick. Gotta pop out the bullets. You're missing some. You're fucking up. Alright, so this is pretty low level, I guess.
250.
Something to
No,
go.
right there.
Want me to go?
You beat my score.
Alright, going for it. Pennywise. I wish he did something. Well, maybe we have to play that.
Almost there.
So Rick, you should play this out of work. You know? This creep you out. Maybe this will help prime you for the movie. I think you hear the laugh enough. You hear the laugh enough, and you're gonna be ready for the movie. I think. So I mean, look at this, people. We might set a new all-time score in this game. Yeah, right. I'm sure it's too early. This is our video game corner this
I
week.
know, apparently. Jeez.
The mic's away. Looking dice we play. Alright. Alright. 6,300. So Rick, on September 8th, you'll float too. Aren't you excited? It's gonna
Hell
be
no.
good. We're gonna try to figure out how to get Rick to see that movie one way or the other.
I'm not gonna say
It's
that.
either that or The Exorcist, so it's one or the other. Choose your poison. Anything else you want to talk about, or is that gonna cover it? It's probably
think
kind of a little bit of a shorter show.
I know, huh? Plus, we're hungry.
Ooh, Rick's hungry. I like it. I'm hungry too. So yeah, lovely new microphone. Hopefully the sound is good.
Check it out.
This is potentially like one of the, if not the last episode in this particular Studio A ever.
Yeah, huh?
We just got this new setup, and this could be the last episode here.
You're leaving.
Yeah, could potentially, we could maybe still do one next week, maybe, but
We have to do one next week.
well, I mean, not that we wouldn't record. I'm just wondering if it would still happen here.
Oh.
It could.
I mean, I think we gotta milk this setup.
No, I know. I want to milk the setup. It just, I guess it just
Maybe
depends.
Friday?
It just depends. It could happen. It just depends when I get rid of some of this furniture. So
I'll do a standing up version.
yeah, we'll just stand up and hold the mic. But,
I got the counter right over there.
we could do that. We could say it's the standing.
I've been pushing for that counter for
We could
so
say
long.
it's we didn't have stools. We did stools. We could call it the standing desk episode of some shit we like. So, anyways, yeah, like
That's our show for today.
We've had a day. I guess that's our show. Rick's been over here since 12 something, and it's like
About
what?
1 o'clock.
No, you got here before 1. You got here. I remember it. You got here at
12:50.
12:48. You got here early,
Okay.
according to Waze. And we've been shopping around and bought this microphone and configuring with things and.
Have the sun's going down, which is our main light source. Not really. Not for another few hours.
Yeah, we'll be fine. But yeah, with that said, that was episode number 240. Rick, tell us where we could find everything.
Someshitwelike.com, but you can find us on YouTube at SSWL Network or Some Shit We Like. Both of them will take you to our page. And we put up videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with the full show. Audio episode goes up every Tuesday. And
Have
that's
you
it.
noticed, by the way, the view over here? I mean, I guess both of you. If you take a look. They've just been slowly building like the Simpsons power plant.
It
Way
kind
out
of
there.
looks like it.
Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like that is totally what they've been building.
Well, we don't have the two towers.
No,
Like,
I know it's not, but I just noticed. I'm
It's
like,
funny.
dang! All of a sudden, the structure is appearing there, and I haven't paid attention. All right, yeah,
Until next time.
that was some shit we like.